The biggest game the Rugby League has to offer other than the grand final, the State of Origin is coming up really shortly, guys, and this is my predicted team list for the Queensland Maroons for game number 1. I'll also be doing the New South Wales squad as well, guys, so go check that out on my TikTok. Also, as you know from all my videos, go make sure you comment down below your thoughts overall, any players that you'll swap in and out, but this is my predicted squad for game number 1, Queensland Maroons. Up the Maroons, baby. So at fullback, I think this one is a pretty simple one. It's got to be Walshy at the moment. Obviously, KP's out for the season. Even then, I would have probably swayed the way of Walshy, the way Walshy's going at the moment. Would have been good to see KP maybe around the squad as well. Maybe there was a spot for him with all the other injuries and that, but obviously down to injury, he's not in the squad. Over to the wingers. This one's a bit of a tough one because got Murray Taulagi that's not in so much of a origin form at the moment. I love Munster to death and he would have been my first pick before all this. For me at the moment, I think Selwyn Cobbo nicked that spot out of Murray Taulagi's hands. I do think that Murray Taulagi will see him sometime during the Origin series overall because I think he's that good of a winger. I think defensively he's incredible, as you know if you watch my videos. On the other side, this one is not really up for debate for me. It's going to be Xavier Coates. I think he's been incredible this year. His form is just on a different level. His runs out of the back end is really hard to stop. His finishing is just on a different level. As a Warriors fan, I know that. He broke my heart obviously this year. Over to the centers, we got Hammer and Valentine Holmes. I don't really see anyone else really nicking those spots. You could maybe look at Selwyn Cobbo moving to a center, and maybe I'm hearing a lot of people saying drop Valentine Holmes because of his form lately too, and then maybe you could put Murray Taulagi on the wing, but even then, out of the two, Valentine Holmes and Murray Taulagi haven't been in the best form currently right now. I thought Valentine Holmes started the season really well, but the Cowboys have gone into a bit of a lull at the moment, so that's just the way it is. So over to the halves, and obviously there's a heavy debate at the moment who's going to fill in that 6 because of Munster going down with injury. For me, I'm going to go Tommy Dearden. I think that Tommy Dearden definitely is the future half for the Queensland Maroons, and then he'll probably pair up with Ezra Mam or Sammy Walker in the future. But at the moment, I think Tommy Dearden, maybe defensively, he's definitely the better player defensively, in my opinion. On the attacking end, that's where I could definitely see Ezra Mam in because that guy is an absolute freak. Tommy Dearden's attack's not too bad as well, too, guys. So either way, I could see it either way. For me, I just feel like he's been in that arena now. Obviously, with Munster going down last time, he jumped in and helped out and ended up winning us the game there too. So I just would like to see him there again and see what he can really pull out. Over to the number 7. This one's not debatable at all. It's got to be DCE. I don't really see anyone else that could steal that spot from him until he retires. Over to the front row pairing, I'm going to go Lindsay Collins and Ruben Cotter. You could go maybe a couple other options here, but I think those two are two of the better options in my opinion. Harry Grant's going to be my number 9 for sure. Over to the edge back rollers. This one could be switched up in multiple different looks here. I'm going to go Jeremiah Nanai. I know he's not been in crazy form lately, but still, as soon as he touches the Origin stage, I'm sure he's going to step up and be absolutely incredible. And the other one I want to give to is Jaden Sewer. I think Jaden Sewer has been in incredible form for the Dragons this year. He's playing with a ton of energy, and defensively, he's an incredible freak of nature there too. He loves to put some hits on. Got amazing inside shoulder. So really excited to see how he goes there. Obviously, he's more right side predominant as well, guys. So he can play on the left as well too. So you can maybe drop Nanai, bring him off the bench, or you maybe, I'm looking at maybe Fafita off the bench. We'll get to that a little bit later on. In number 13, we're going to go Paddy Carrigan. I don't think there's any debate there. You can maybe switch obviously Hopgood into 13, push Carrigan up to the front row, and maybe play a little look there too, but I couldn't really drop my 2 front rows we got there. Over to the bench, number 14, we're going to go Benny Hunt. I don't see anyone else really filling in that role unless KP was there, and maybe that was hotly up for the debate if KP wasn't injured, but I'm going to go Benny Hunt in my 14 there. Dave Fafita is going to be off the bench for me. I'd love to see him off the bench because out of all our edge back rollers, I think Dave Fafita is a bit more of an impact edge back roller, and I'd love to see him with a little bit more tired forwards. That's the way I kind of looked at it here, but I wouldn't be debating with you guys if you wanted Dave Fafita in the starting row and maybe Jaden Sewer come off the bench or Jeremiah Nanai come off the bench, whatever way you want to look at it there. To finish off my bench there, Jermaine Hopgood, I think he's good enough to really fill in that spot there in number 16 due to a couple of injuries and this and that. Just work rate in general, I think he's going to be incredible in Origin. And over to my number 17, we're going to go Mo Fotuaika. This one was a little bit tougher for me. I don't think Mo's been out of this world this year. I don't think he's been absolutely incredible, but we've seen Mo Fotuaika play amazing in Origin as well, in my opinion. There's other guys you could debate here. Obviously, Joshy Kerr. I'd love to see Joshy Kerr maybe break into the squad and see what he can do in the Origin as well, but we're missing out on a couple of really key big forwards there that could fill in that spot, like a Corey Horsburgh and all those sort of likes of players. So comment down below your thoughts overall, guys. I think that's my sort of look for the Origin squad this year in Queensland Maroons. Make sure you go check out my New South Wales squad as well, guys. Let's go.